day here in New York City. I'm Unides Estevez, for those of you who may not know me. And I've titled today's live stream as Time to Get Extraordinary Results. There's two types of results. There's average results and there's extraordinary results. And you are the only person who can make a decision of the type of results you want. And your results will immediately come from the effort you as an individual, as the owner of your actions, as the owner of your own emotions, as the owner of your body, is in control of. As your coach, as your mentor, my job is to share with you, hi Yadi, my job is to share with you what are some of the things that worked with me, okay, and some of the things that have improved because I've been on this journey. As time goes on, I get a little bit more educated, but I don't have a nutrition certification. I am not a fitness trainer. I am simply a regular person just like you, but I have decided, I made one decision about 3 and something years ago that I was going to change my lifestyle. And understanding that just like life doesn't have an expiration date, my journey doesn't have an expiration date. So I am not on a race to compete or to lose 100 pounds like overnight, because that's not the goal. My goal is, and the reason why that's not my goal is because I used to be that person that wanted to lose 15 pounds because I had to go to a wedding and I had to fit into a certain dress. And then the day of the wedding came, I fit into the dress, and guess what happens? My goals went out the window because my goal had an expiration date. My goal ended the day that wedding passed. But I went back to my old habits and I picked up my old self. So I needed to change that. And until I didn't change that, my attitude towards this journey didn't change. So I'm coming in here today because I know most of you are on this journey because you want change. You really want to see change, not just for tomorrow, not just from here to the summer. And yeah, we have short-term goals that help us stay focused from here to the summer. We want to lose X amount of pounds, and we want to fit into X dress, or we want to look good in this bathing suit. But my goal is to help you understand that once you get to that goal, then what are you going to do? Then what are you going to do? Are you going to turn back and go back to your old ways? Or are you going to continue to increase your learning and your potential? And you're going to see the results you're actually looking for. And those are the extraordinary results that will come out of this challenge of a lifestyle change. So here are some things that I want to share with you, and then I'm going to leave a few minutes towards the end to share with you some of the things that has helped. And I wrote them down to make sure that I keep in mind what is it that I have to share with you. So I used to write down a journal. What did I write on this journal? I wrote how I felt, how Shakeology made me feel, because I was lacking a lot of energy. I didn't have energy. I felt like all I wanted to do was sleep. So Shakeology changed that for me. It made me feel like if I was a refreshed sleeping. Like, you know, when you sleep over 8 hours a day and you're like, oh, I slept so good last night. That's how it made me feel. So I used to write those things down. It made my energy change. It made my digestive system feel cleaner. I don't feel as bloated when I drink my Shakeology. I feel less cravings. I'm a sugar addict. I loved sugar. I fiend on sugar. And after having Shakeology, I started to change my cravings and it started to shift. So I started to write those things down. Something else that I wrote was foods that I was eating on a consecutive basis, and things that I'm not a chef, so I'm not constantly changing my foods. I basically eat the same things. It could be eggs and oatmeal. It can be eggs and toast. It could be a salad. It could be chicken, seafood. I eat about the same thing over and over again, and it gets redundant. But if I found a recipe that helped me, I would write it down and I would reinvent it and redo it all the time. And I would share that with other people too, so that they can be successful. So keep a journal, write down things that are working for you and how you are feeling, because it's important to stay in tune with your own emotions. You have at your fingertips meal plans. The program that you have comes with a meal plan. It comes with a workout calendar. It comes with access to a blog that you can actually go in on the internet, online, and search for more ideas and more recipes and more tools that can help you be successful. But you're the only one who knows what is it that you need. You can ask in this group, you can search. You know that on the right hand side of this group, you can type in under the search and you can say, let's say you're looking for the Dominican chofang recipe. You type in Dominican chofang, or you type in recipe, and anything that has been posted in the group with a recipe will show up. You're looking for Shakeology recipes. There's an album in the group that has Shakeology recipes. That's the purpose of this group. It is a resource for you to have at your fingertips. The goal is that you have results, that you have what you're looking for. You must stay committed. Like, you can't just want this today and in a week from now be like, I'm gonna just wait and I'll do my workout tomorrow, and skip your workouts and expect to see the results. You have to stay consistent, and this is where we lack. And it's our habits, and that's the reason why we're overweight, and that's the reason why we're looking for this change, because we are slacking on our discipline to stay focused when it's ugly outside, when we're happy, when we are in a good terms with our partners, when we're having a good day at work, and when we're having bad days, when we're having arguments, when our kids are sick, when life turns around and drags us down. Those are the days you actually have to have a bigger discipline. And if you feel like you don't want to work out, those are the days that you have to force yourself. And I trick my mind and I say, you know what? I'm not going to do 30 minutes today. Ladies, just do 5 minutes. And I learned that from Chalene Johnson, who was my first challenge. And she used to say, just give me 5 minutes of your time. And trust me, at 4:45 in the morning, when you hear your trainer say to you, just 5 minutes, you're like, that's true, only 5 minutes. But then you're thinking, damn, man, I already did 5 minutes and I'm feeling kind of good, and I'm sweaty and I'm already stretched. Let me just do 5 more. And but I'm already done it. I'm in 10 minutes. Let me complete it, right? And you trick your mind, whatever it takes. Trick yourself and get it done. But don't excuse yourself from giving it your all. Because when you excuse yourself, you're going to give yourself permission to get mediocre results. And you don't want that. You don't want to be average. Because if you wanted to be average, you would have been doing this on your own. But you took a challenge and you invested on yourself. It's time for you to stick your heels down on the ground when you want something. You know, when you know you want something and your mind is set that you're going to do it over any dead body, you're going to get it done. That's the attitude you're going to get towards this challenge, about getting results for you, not for me, for you. You know why? So you're going to have a better life. You're going to feel more confident. You're going to feel better when you look at yourself naked in front of the mirror and you're going to say, damn, girl, you worked really hard, but look at the body you're earning. You're working for it. Nobody is going to hand it to you. And that's why you're going to feel empowered, because you're the one who's putting in the work. But you have to put in the work. I can't do it for you. All I can tell you is that it works if you do it. Not if I do it, but if you do it. So you must raise the bar. And I know workouts, if you've started like 2 weeks ago, you started with the modifier and you kind of were getting the hang of it, and maybe you were lost with the steps, but now you know the steps in and out. You know that just sticking with the modifications is not giving you the results you need. You actually have to step up your game. It's gonna hurt. Your ass is gonna hurt. Your thighs are gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt when you sit down. But guess what? If it doesn't hurt you, it's not changing you. And that goes for your insides as well as your outsides. Sometimes we have to go through pain so that change can come before us. And sometimes pain hurts. And pain means you're gonna have to put aside your baby talk, your excuses, I don't wanna feel sore. Let it go. You want extraordinary results? Get in and do the best that you can do. Maybe you won't do the full workout without the modifications for the 30 minutes, but you're gonna do at least, if it has like 12 reps, you're gonna do 4 reps without modifications, and then the other 8 reps, you're gonna do them with modifications. And then next time, you're gonna go up in your game. Instead of doing 4 modified, you're gonna do only 2 modified and the rest with them, okay? You get the idea, right? Now, in your meal plan, you have choices, and it's up to you to make the best choices. Yes, if you look at your meal plan, at the very bottom of your meal plan, you have options. Like if you look at the meat section of the red container, you're gonna notice that on the bottom of that list, you have deli meats, you have the ground turkey, you have reduced fat foods. Now, you can choose to stick to the bottom of the totem pole and get average results. Or you can go to the top of your meal plan and choose the food choices that are at the very top. Most of us love to stick to the waffles, to the bread, to the white rice, to the pasta, and we don't go to the bottom of that yellow list of containers. So for example, instead of choosing white rice, choose brown rice. If instead of choosing tortilla chips, use cauliflower chips. Create other things that are replaceable. Go with brown rice. Don't use the wraps every time. Try to substitute them for sprouted wheat. Go for wheat bread. Anytime you have an opportunity, use whole grains. So go to the top of your list, not at the bottom, because at the bottom it's going to give you results, but they're going to be average results. You want extreme results. You want results that make people turn around and be like, girl, what have you been doing? That's what you want. If you feel like you're not giving your all in your workouts, I'm going to encourage you to purchase a heart rate monitor. Those that you can strap around your chest, and they can count how your heart rate goes up and how it goes down, like the elevation of it, because you can track if you're actually going all in or you're really doing the motions. And that's one way that you're going to get extreme results, is by not only pressing play. Everybody presses play in their life. You know how many people I talk to and they tell me that they spend 2 hours in the gym on a treadmill, and I'm not going to argue with that. It's true. They go to the gym. They spend 2 hours on the treadmill, but they're walking at a 1.0 speed. And I can't argue that they're not plugging in their workout. Their results are average. Same goes for you. If you're plugging in your workout and you're pausing and you're waiting for the workout to go, or you're fast forwarding the workout because that's too hard, I'm not doing that. You're not going to get the results you're looking for. You're not. If you want extreme results, you have to do extreme measures. And that means doing what the trainer is telling you to do. But my container says I should only have 2 yellow containers. We get comfortable with our containers, and healthy food is delicious, and you actually serve yourself extra on the days when you're a little hungry. So you are not really calculating the containers that you're having or you're supposed to have because you're hungry and you're feeding in so that your body needs it. BS. Your body doesn't need that. Your body is burning fat. If you're eating your containers according to your meal plan and what your portions are set to do, it's okay. You will survive. Drink water, drink green tea, and if you are starving and craving chocolate, then create recipes that will tame those cravings. For example, you can use bananas, you can use peanut butter, you can use walnuts, you can use beans in your food intake. So that helps satiate your body and it takes away the cravings. Okay? So I'm gonna just stop here for a second and ask you to jot down this. It's a website, it's also an app. It's called Fooducate. So it's together. Fooducate. Fooducate is something that you can take with you in the supermarket. And I gotta go upstairs and get Noemi. It's something that you can take and bring it with you to the supermarket when you are shopping. If you want to know the food choices, are these the best choices that you can make? The foods have a grade. So if they're a D, like, you know, they're too sugary, they have too many processed ingredients, you can't really read the labels, those are not good choices for you. You want to read up on different brands that you should be looking for when you are shopping for clean foods that you want to eat. Also, you can follow the Eat Clean diet. This is on Twitter. I follow her and she provides a lot of Tosca Reno. Tosca and then Reno. Tosca Reno gives a lot of tips on recipes that you can do that are clean. That means they have the least processed ingredients and the least amount of sugar and sodium and stuff that you're not really giving fuel to your body. And next, don't use food to mask your emotions. Food is meant to be medicine to your body. It's supposed to fuel you, not numb you. So instead of numbing your emotions, go ahead and spend some time thinking about what makes you feel angry. What are you doing that is making you feel upset? Maybe you need to go and forgive someone. Maybe you need to go and say thank you to someone. Maybe you need to add more love into your life. That's why you're going to food to numb that feeling. So I'm asking you to be in tune with yourself. And if you find yourself feeling depressed, it's not really food that is going to solve that problem. It's either some spiritual need or it's either some forgiveness on your part that needs to happen. And I say you because remember, you are the only one responsible for your choices and your life. All right? Any question, guys? Jaddy, Lord knows I try. Those planks kill me. Yes, and they kill me as well. And I'll be honest with you, I was not able to complete a plank for 1 whole minute. I'm gonna walk with you guys. I was able to time myself, and my first 21-day challenge, I remember I did like 16 minutes of a plank. And then I increased it. I went to 20 minutes. And then I increased it. And by the end of my 21-day challenge, I did a full minute. And I almost cried. But I knew that. I knew I wasn't strong. But I gave myself a chance to try it. All right, guys? So please, I created an event. And I'm going to have to come back and explain the event to you. I was supposed to explain to you now. All right, I'll come back and explain. Bye.